What's up, guys? Chris with Zaglansky Cycle, taking a look at another sweet bike here. This is the Specialized 2025 SL8 Pro. Huge shout out to Felipe over at Epic Cycle for giving us his personal bike to do a review on it and taking a look at what he did to make this fit for him and what wheels, group set, saddle, and handlebar he chose for his specific specifications on his bike. So jumping right into it, over the last couple of years we saw Specialized use this brand new platform. This is the SL8, where they took some parts of the Specialized SL7. They took the rear triangle from the Specialized Ethos, which is a lot skinnier. And when we first saw this front head tube and fork situation, a lot of my buddies and the guys in the industry thought it looked a little silly. How this headset's a little set back, and then you have this little protruding point right there on the front. So over time it kind of grew on us, looked a little odd, but now I don't mind it at all. He's running the SRAM Force 12-speed Grupo with the upgrade kit on the hoods and shifters. Shifters on here are carbon, and on this bike everything is fully integrated, which we saw on the Specialized S-Works Venge, the third gen of that bike, the SL7, and on this bike also. Handlebar is the Roval Rapide one-piece handlebar, which he opted for the 100mm stem and the 40mm handlebar with the shallow drop. It has some stacks still left there on the spacing, which is definitely fine. So if you ever wanted to cut it down or even slam it, he definitely still has some room. On the Garmin mount, we have the Specialized Roval integrated mount, which I love the way this looks. It's super clean, super aero, looks absolutely amazing. Looking at the back of the bike, he opted for the Specialized Power Mimic saddle. This is a 3D printed saddle. It's honestly one of the softest saddles in the game. If you know anything about the 3D printed saddles, they're definitely a lot nicer and easier to ride when you're doing longer distancing. This one has, I believe, just a carbon shell and alloy rails. On his bike also, he has the Specialized rear LED stick light, which I love that also. Like I said on some of the older videos, I love like integration on the Specialized body geometry and their retool kits to make everything super sleek and aero as possible. Seatpost is the S-Works SL8 S-Works carbon seatpost with a 20mm offset, and he's got it sitting pretty clean there on the saddle height and length. Taking a look at the crankset and drivetrain, here we have the SRAM Force Axis full drivetrain with the power meter by Cork, chainring. He's running a 4836 2x with the front and rear derailleur being the SRAM Force. Rear cassette on this bike, it looks like a 1028 or 32, I believe, with the newer SRAM flat side, I don't know what they call it, chain on the bike, which I absolutely love the way that looks. Super innovative, just completely different than Shimano. If you guys know anything about me, I love SRAM over Shimano, even though some of my couple of bikes I have, I do run the Shimano Durace, but if I had to pick one, it's SRAM, hands down, all day. It's not even a question. Crank arm length, he's running the 172.5, and these are the newer carbon ceramic look pedals. So it looks like it's a wider platform. I'm sure you get way better power transfer on these compared to the first gen and second gen of these pedals. Super aero, really nice. Ceramic bearings on the inside of the pedals there, so that looks awesome, and the bike looks great. For bottle cages, he opted for the Specialized Rib Cage 2, front and rear for 2 bottles. And on tires and size, he's running the Continental GP 5000s, and these are the TR, which is the tubeless ready tires. So looks like a lot of people are running tubeless setup here. He's got the TPU tubes, I believe, which are the latex, like, or not the latex, they are like almost like the super thin light race tubes, which a lot of people are going either that or tubeless setup. So on this case, he can run a tubeless setup if he wants to. Benefit to that, you could run a lot lower tire pressure. Sometimes with tubes and your bike, you can't go that low. So on this bike, he's got the tubeless ready GP5000. So if you ever want to swap from tubes to tubeless setup, he can do that. Wheels, we have the Specialized Roval Rapide CLX2s, I believe. Front wheel is a 48 millimeter, and I believe the back is a 60, or front might be a 55. I completely forgot on this wheel set because it's still kind of new to me. I've always been used to the CLX 40s, CLX 50s, and CLX 64s. So it is a staggered wheel set. I think they got that idea from Envy. But yeah, I forget if the front is a 50 millimeter and the back is a 60, but it's around those numbers. But I obviously love the way this looks. Bike is absolutely beautiful, super fast, super aero. And we'll take one last closer look. Paint job is just a clean gloss black with the white lettering. That's it for this one, guys. Again, huge shout out to Felipe from Epic Cycle, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.